Good evening. Welcome to a new episode of SLTU Dialogue. I am Alice Medard. The executive of the SLTU met with all teachers on Friday, June 14 from 10 a.m. at the National Cultural Center to discuss the progress of negotiations.
We take every opportunity to say to the ministry, our teachers are falling sick.
President Julian Monrose reported that negotiations had reached a critical stage and it was necessary to get advice and feedback from all members of the SLTU. Mr. Monrose presented the GNT's proposal to the SLTU.
This is what the proposal is. 0 for 16 to 17. 1% for 17 to 18. 1%. Now remember the point is called 001. The overage was 011. And a lump sum of $1,800. The proposal is us to get our back pay for apart from the lump sum, a back pay for 2018-2019. So whatever the increase is, you have to multiply that by 12. So you have to calculate 2% multiplied by 12. So listen carefully. Listen carefully. It is 0, 1, 1 with a back pay from 2018 to 2019 plus a lump sum of $1,800.
Bind us together, Lord. Bind us together, Lord. Bind us together with love.
The SLTU has partnered with the Canadian Teachers Federation to hold a summer training institute for teachers in St. Lucia. The Summer Training Institute will run from July 10 to 25, 2019 and will be held at the St. Joseph's Convent from 9:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. daily. The sessions will focus on the following topics: collective bargaining, strategies for mathematics instructions, classroom management, positive behavior, strategies for literacy instruction from grades K to 12. One teacher from each school has been registered to participate in the program. For more information about the CTF Summer Institute, please contact the SLTU at 452-4469 or sltu@candw.lc. The Caribbean Union of Teachers will host its 49th biennial conference from August 4th to 10th, 2019. The conference will take place in Kingstown, St. Vincent. All teachers who are interested in being camp followers to this conference are asked to contact the SLTU at 452-4469. All are asked to embrace this opportunity and to represent the SLTU in large numbers. The SLTU hosted its third annual Kaiso with class on Friday, May 24th at the National Cultural Center. The 12 participating teachers were Anisha Mocha Antoine from the Camille Henry Memorial, Ron Dandelion Alexis from the RC Boys Infant School, Oscar Ghetto Governor Shalry from the Viewfort Infant School, Donej Joseph from the Balata Primary School, Ayana Ayo Alexander from Mondodo Primary, Hildreffer Mystic Joe from Babuno Primary, Lian Lily Beausoleil from the VJ Primary School, Sanis Lailai Jabatis from the Canaries Infant School, Courtney Lady C. John from the Soufre Comprehensive Secondary School, Natasha Tasha D. Dubois from the Grosile Secondary School, Kiefer Tigress Francois from the Stanley John Odlum Secondary School, and Christopher Mighty K. Kelly from the Riverdore and Duga Primary Schools. Miss Leanne Lily Beausoleil retained her 2-year title with 377 points, while Miss Ildrefa Tick Joe placed second with 373 points. Ayana Ayo Alexander secured the third place with 340 points. Newcomer Anisha Mocha Antoine was in fourth place with 337 points. The main sponsor of Kaiser Wave Class 2019 was Sagicor Life Inc. The St. Lucia Teachers Union congratulates our 3-time monarch, Leanne Lily Beausoleil, and thanks all participants and the Kaiser Wave Class Committee for putting together another great event. And now for some sports news. The SLTU is the winner of the 2019 Commercial Plus Netball League. The team, led by Captain Marvel Modest Lubin, played small businesses on Thursday, June 13, 2019 at the VG Multipurpose Complex. The heavy rains did not deter both teams from battling for the championship, and at the end of play, SLTU had 49 points, while small businesses scored only 35 points. Congratulations, Team SLTU. The SLTU futsal team continues to perform exceedingly well as they advance to the quarter-final stage of the Premier Corporate Futsal Tournament. The SLTU young men played on Wednesday, June 12 against Bankers Association and beat them 6-0. Goal scorers were Nehemiah Wilfred with 2 goals, Nigel Francis, Bradley Tissot, Lynch Isidore, and Dwayne Jabatis, each scoring 1 goal.
At the St. Lucia Teachers Credit Cooperative, we know you're busy and we're always looking for innovative tools to enhance your banking experience. So we're introducing online banking, a service that goes with you wherever you are, and it's absolutely free. All you need is a cell phone or laptop. No more waiting on long lines to check your account balance or to update passbooks. With online banking, it's quick and easy. Just fill out a form, get your username and password, and access your account right away. With online banking, you can check your account balance, transfer funds, view and download your account history, create alerts for your account with emailed reports. One convenient service. Online banking with the St. Lucia Teachers Credit Cooperative. An educated choice.
Did you know? According to the Education Act of 1999, Part 8, Division 4, subsection 147, 1. The school day in every public or assisted school shall begin with collective worship by all students in attendance at the school, and the arrangement made shall provide for a single act of worship attended by all students unless the school premises are so constructed as to make it impracticable to assemble for that purpose. 2. Subject to Section 148, religious education shall be part of the curriculum of every school or assisted school. 3. It shall not be a condition of admission or attendance of any student in a public school or assisted school that a student A. participates in religious education or attends or abstains from attending any place of religious instruction or worship. B. If his or her parent objects, attends any religious observances, or receives any education in religious subjects at an institution or elsewhere. C. Attends an institution or an activity in any place on any day specially set apart for religious worship by the religious body to which he or she belongs. 4. Where the parents of any student attending a public school or assisted school request that the student be excused from attendance at collective worship, any religious observance, or any education or instruction in religious subjects at the institution or elsewhere, then, until the request is withdrawn the student shall be excused.
At the St. Lucia Teachers Credit Cooperative, we know you're busy and we're always looking for innovative tools to enhance your banking experience. So we're introducing online banking, a service that goes with you wherever you are, and it's absolutely free. All you need is a cell phone or laptop. No more waiting on long lines to check your account balance or to update passbooks. With online banking, it's quick and easy. Just fill out a form, get your username and password, and access your account right away. With online banking, you can check your account balance, transfer funds, view and download your account history, create alerts for your account with emailed reports. One convenient service. Online banking with the St. Lucia Teachers Credit Cooperative. An educated choice.
Thank you for staying tuned to SLTU Dialogue. Tonight I have with me two young ladies, Leanne Beausoleil and Ayana Alexander. And I'm sure by now you know these names because Leanne Beausoleil is our 3-time CAISO monarch, and Ayana, she performed for the very first time last year, and 2 years in a row she has come in 3rd place. Welcome to SLTU Dialogue, Leanne and Ayana.
Thank you.
I want to start with you, Leanne. I mean 3-peat, winning SLTU CAISO with class for a 3rd time. How did that feel on the night? When you heard the MC announce our CAISO monarch, Leanne Beausoleil, how did you feel?
Well, I guess I was elated. It's a big accomplishment to win the competition 3 years in a row. So I was very happy about that, excited.
I saw the look on your face, and I don't think you were expecting to win because I remember on that night you were very nervous. You were scared, actually.
Always scared.
But then when you hit the stage, it was completely different. What was the preparation like for you?
Well, preparation involves going to rehearsal, so it means I have to travel up to Castries and then travel back home after work to attend rehearsals. So you get in there, you rehearse, you do your best, and hope that you perform well enough on the night.
Okay. I know you have in a grade 6 class and having to leave school, you live all the way down south. Of course, I know that this can be taxing and can be tedious, but there are many benefits to taking part in CAISO with class. How have you grown? How have you benefited from this event?
Okay, in terms of performing, it's something I used to do before. I've done it for a while. I stopped at some point. But Calypso is something I've always wanted to do. I never got the opportunity to do so until the first day of CAISO with class when the Choiseul branch sent my name up for the competition. So in terms of performing Calypso, in the 3 years, I think I've grown a lot under the guidance of Jason Bachelor Joseph, the band members, and yourself, of course, always pushing us to do our best. So it has been a great journey, and I think I've grown in leaps and bounds a lot.
I'm really happy to hear that because, as you know, we're not just having a competition, but we really want to develop teachers. We want to develop all members of the SLTU as it relates to the cultural art forms. So I am very happy to hear that. You have had the same writer for 3 years. Can you tell us more about your writer?
Okay. For the first year, well, I've had 3 different songs. Jason Bachelor Joseph has written all 3. And he not only writes the songs, he arranges as well. He's at every rehearsal. He guides us in terms of how we sing, how we come across in our performance. He gives suggestions in terms of our presentation. So he's not just our writer and arranger. He guides us right through until competition night. So with him, it has been great, and I hope he continues to do that with us.
Okay. So do you give him an idea as to what you want, the theme you want, the concept for the song, or does he choose on his own?
The first year, if I recall correctly, you called and you said you had a song about teachers, and at that point I was like, well, it's the first year, so I wasn't picky about what I was singing, so I took it. It turned out to be a great song, which I loved.
Can you tell us more about that song?
The first year song was We Taught Them Too. So it was about teachers producing different kinds of students. So we have students who don't come out as well as other students, and that we as well are responsible for the students who do not turn out well, and not just those who who do well. So that's so the first year that was what that song was about. Last year's song was Once Is a Mistake. Once Is a Mistake is written about, it was about women and encourage them to do well in society and not just having babies, because that's not what all we're made for. So that song was a powerful song for me as a single parent. It sent the message that we can do better and we should do better.
But that concept, was it entirely his?
It was as well. Likewise, this year's song. So for all of the 3 years, a song has been presented to me. But I think in the time, I find that Jason is the kind of person who knows who he's writing for. So the songs that I would get were tailored, so to speak, for me. It's the style that I would sing. It speaks to the issues which I prefer to sing about. So I think he knows who he's writing for, and he tailors the song for the performer.
But I think I heard one of the comments from the audience is that your songs are always so sad, always so gloomy. Do you want to say anything relating to that?
I think everybody has their style. And like I said, I think he knows who he's writing for, and I think I carry it off well. So for me, that's a plus. So if it sounds as if, well, I'm singing about sad stuff, I think it's stuff that needs to be sung about as well. The issues are important.
Okay. This year you sang about Basil. Basil, I assume from my interpretation of it, is the angel of death. And you had, the performance was really good. You had Basil in the crowd and persons were not expecting that. Do you have a crew? Do you have somebody who helps to direct the short skits that you do? Or is it entirely you?
For the first 2 years, I had the same persons who work with. These are most of them are PE teachers in District 7 who I worked with over the last couple of years. So they were very instrumental in helping me put the pieces together. This year they were not available because we competed with craft masters playing cricket at SPL. Yeah, so most of them were not available. But the one constant has been my very good friend who I taught with at Banstagrass, and that's Nelta Alexander. Okay. So she pushes me, she makes sure I get stuff done on time. She's always there. And she missed cricket to be there, which I appreciated very much.
We have done all of that so you can represent us at the Intercommercial Calypso competition. And that will be the 3rd time you'll be representing the SLTU. So is it a totally different experience or more or less the same?
No. I think each song brings something different. You're going up against different persons each time. The atmosphere has not been the same the last year, so I'm expecting again this year there'll be a change in the atmosphere. It has been challenging. I think our main rival has been the police, and they really come out for us.
Yes.
So I don't think this year will be the same as any of the other years. So I'm looking forward to it. It's exciting to go through the motions of getting ready and being on the stage.
But will you say right now you are at least 90% ready?
I'm never ready. I'm never ready.
But for the last 2 years, you have done very well. The first year, I think you came in, if I remember correctly, first place, yes. Tied for first place. And then last year, you came in second. That's second after the police. And this year, of course, you're going to?
Well, I think after 2 years of tying and then coming second, I think we have to come out with our guns blazing this year. Yes. So I will be trying my best to capture the crown by myself. I'll try my best. No promises, but I will try.
Okay, come out with guns blazing for the police. But then again, somebody else might come out, not just the police, but you're ready to win. Leon, it's always a pleasure working with you. I have seen growth, I have seen the development, I have seen you outshine others, and there is something about you when you hit that stage, when the lights hit you, it's almost as if it's over for everybody else. So on behalf of SLTU, I would like to congratulate you again on your victory. And we look forward to seeing you next year for Kaiser with Class 4th edition.
Thank you, Alice.
Now, Ayana, our Ayo, I know you're a dancer as well. So I know you've been on stage before you started singing in SLTU's Kaiser with Class. Can you give us a little bit of history about you being on stage?
Well, I dance with the Silver Shadow Performing Arts Academy, and we've been involved in many performances. I've also taken part in the National Carnival Queen pageant in 2015. Oh. Yeah, I came first runner-up. Performing, I'm always nervous whenever I have to hit the stage. I've been doing this for many years, and it's always like it's the first time that I'm going on stage. I'm always nervous just before performance. I'm sweaty. It's just a lot of nerves happening. So that's exactly how I felt when
I guess you feel the same way as Leanne. You and Leanne share the same. Yeah, but I know for most of the Calypsonians, they have said that they're nervous on the night. But when you finally hit the stage, are the nerves still there, or?
No. When you get into it, gradually the nerves disappear, and what your main focus now is just making sure you say the correct lines, the choruses, and everything is intact. So you kind of have to put your attention on what you're singing and forget about the nerves, basically.
Okay. Now, I know most people remember your song from last year. And I know persons refer to you as Cheat Alert, because that was the title of your song. Do you want to give us a little bit of information about that song? Tell us exactly what it was about, the inspiration, the writer, etc.
Well, this song was written by Jason Bachelor Joseph. I am not sure what his inspiration was when he wrote it, but I messaged him and I told him, well, I wanted to sing Calypso, and he was like, oh, you serious? I'm like, yes, I messaged you last year, but you did not take me on, so I'm messaging you again. And then he sent me, it's a bit late, but he'll see what he could do, and then he sent me the song the next day. As soon as I heard it, the beat, everything, I just fell in love with the song. I started learning it one time. I got the song in a day. Oh, wow. So I was really excited because I always loved Calypso. I watched it on TV and I was always, interested. And it was something that I wanted to do, but I never really went out to do it until then. So I was really excited to be doing it. So the song was about cheating and being an inspector and, looking for signs that somebody is cheating on.
Don't say somebody, say the man. I think that's the angle you had. The man was cheating, and the woman, yes, so the inspector.
My partner was cheating on me, my man was cheating on me, and there were signs that I would notice that told me he was cheating. And I thought that being that I could identify those signs, that the CID the police force could someone like me on the team. Yeah,
I remember some lines of that song very, very vividly, and I think the crowd at some point they actually stood up and they were singing with you because there were a lot of female teachers, a lot of women in that crowd, and I think they could have identified with that song. For some reason, or no, I'm not sure what exactly that reason is. I'm not going to say, because I know our male teachers are watching, so I'm not going to say. But this year again, you had another song relating to the same theme. Well, not cheating, but the same love and heartbreak. So yes, talk about it.
Well, this one, Bunch of Lies. Basically, it talks about the stages a relationship goes through. So in the beginning, it's nice and it's sweet and everything is all good then, but gradually as time goes by, then you start seeing things that you were not seeing at the beginning. So, it was starting nice and then, things just switch up on you I
remember you had some rope, some cord tied to your leg. What were you trying to demonstrate?
Well, basically, it was tying you down because it wasn't really healthy anymore.
To be tied in that kind of relationship.
So, and I had the placards, you wanting happiness, you want to go for your personal goals, you want freedom, so it was just some aspects of the relationship, it was just holding you back, that you couldn't achieve these things. But in the end, you took out the shackles from your feet and then you got your freedom.
So who helped you put together the presentations?
Well, I used some of my, not used her, but some of my dance colleagues. They assisted me, and my friend, she helped me as well with the presentation. I asked Bachelor for some insight on what he thinks I can do to put everything together, and we worked with our dance schedule and everything to try and...
So you think that your background in dance has actually helped you to do well in that kind of competition?
Well, kind of, because it's a stage, but it's totally different, because with dance, it's not a solo, you have people there with you, right? But in Calypso, it's only you on the stage. If you mess up, it's just you. Rather than in dance, you can probably, if you miss a step, other people are there, you might be at the back and you can catch on, but then it's only you when it's calypso, all eyes on you. So it's a little different, but it kind of intertwined some way.
I understand. But do you intend to continue taking part in the Calypso with Class competition?
Yes, as long as I get a good song and stuff, I'll be happy to. I mean, I like it. I don't like it. I love it. So I see no reason to stop.
And maybe next year you could actually take part in the intercommercial Calypso competition, because we are allowed 2 performers, so you never know what can happen, and you will be able to take part. Yes. So Ayana, thank you so much for being with us today and for sharing with us. Again, I would like to congratulate you for placing in the SLTU Calypso with Class competition. Thank you very much. So see you next year. Yes. You're welcome. And our fun fact for this evening. Every time a teacher suffers from influenza or the common cold, there is a student or set of students to be blamed. Thank you for watching SLTU Dialogue. See you next time. I am Alice Medard.